if you want to turn a fraction that isn't a tenth or a hundredth into a percent, there's something you need to do first. See, teachers like to do this just to see whether you really understand you can go from a fraction to a percent. You can't do this. This is highly illegal because your denominator is not hundredths. You cannot turn that into a percent till you have another thing to do. You've really got to have hundredths down there to turn it to a percent. So I have to change that to hundredths. Well, that's a little bit hard for my head, particularly at this time of night. So I'm going to change it to tenths first. Now you know these rules. You know what I do to the denominator and I'm timesing that by 2. I do to the numerator and I'm timesing that by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. That hasn't helped me get to hundredths yet, but I know that to get to hundredths I can do that. I can multiply it by 10 and I have to multiply that one by 10. Okay, so 6 times 10 is 60. Now, before we went through this, out of 100 means percent. This bit here means 60 parts out of 100. That literally just means 60%. I've got 60 parts out of 100. So if I had my square, which I can't get up anymore, I'd have 60 of those parts out of the whole thing of 100. Okay? Alright, so what if it's not as simple as a fifth? What if it's something else? Let's say it's 20/5. So you've got 15 25ths and you want to turn that to percent. This is illegal. You cannot turn that into a percent because that is not out of 100. Percent means out of 100. That's the rule. Accept it. So I'm going to change that to out of 100. So what do I times 25 by to get to 100? I times it by 4. So I need to times 30 by 4. 15 by 4. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 doubled is 60. 60%. Who would have thought it? Okay, so that one's also 60% because it's out of 100, so it's percent, 60%.